2 weeks after my boss promised me a promotion to senior art director in a big company in London, I've been made redundant. Gone. In only 3 days, my 8 years career just disappeared. But here's the thing, it turned out to be the absolutely best thing that could ever happen to me. Bonjour and welcome to your home for your creativity and your well-being. I'm Melody, a photographer, art director and yoga teacher based in London, traveling the world. And today we're gonna talk about why losing my job at 30 was the best thing that could ever happen to me. I've been an art director for almost a decade and my career path was not comfortable but pretty clear. And then redundancy. No warning, no preparation. I had no idea that would happen. I had a clear path. I had a goal at the end of the year. If you've been through it, you know that gut drop feeling. It's horrible. For me, it wasn't just losing a paycheck. It was really, truly losing my identity. Of course, I'm much more than an art director. I've always been, but it's been my whole career. It's been hard to build. It's not an easy job to have. I love doing this job. And the fact to just lose it while you're preparing for something bigger, for the next step on your career, was a total shock. I've started to be really stressed, to develop skin allergy. It was 2 years ago, so it was the year where I was turning 30. I had a big life crisis, obviously exactly at the same time. So it was horrible at first, I'm not gonna lie. However, there is a twist because there's always a twist. I spent a couple of weeks to just try and find a new full-time job because it's the only thing I know. But the redundancy forced me to a space that I never dared to enter, which was the full-time freelance, which means that I didn't have to split my energy between a 9-to-5 job and finding something on the side. After a couple of weeks of trying to redo my CV, redo my portfolio, trying to find some job, applying, I was like, I actually don't want to do that. I want to do so much more. Like, I'm a photographer as well. I want to develop photography. I'm a yoga teacher as well. I want to teach and I want to do art direction and design, but for my own clients. I am sick of agencies. I developed this kind of like, okay, I want to stop for a while to work with big companies, big client, big group that people don't really care about each other. I need something more human. I need something more like me. I want to be my own boss. Suddenly, even if I was still in fear and still having my allergy problem, I could say yes to random things. I will give you an example, but I could cover yoga class during like lunchtime in the middle of the week because I didn't have a job. Turned out in this yoga class, I've met a student that really enjoyed my class. I've met his friend and his friend got me into his company to work as a designer, as a photographer, and now this company is my biggest client. Things don't come easy and don't come at you. You need to go, you need to seek for it, you need to work for it. Redundancy gave me the ultimate non-choice. Figure out a new way to live and to work. And I truly believe that you cannot know if it's for you if you never tried it. It's not like finding freelance clients on the side of your full-time job. You have the pressure of the money. Definitely, you need to be your own accountant, finance person. Like, there's so much that comes into the job of being a freelance creative. For me, it's been mind-blowing because I never thought I would be able to do that. And now I see myself and I've never been that aligned and that happy with my life. So touch wood, it will continue. It's really like learning a new language. Sometimes you just need to move to another country, put your ego on the side. I had such a big headache when I moved here in London. I couldn't understand, couldn't speak. It was so hard, but then you put yourself into this uncomfortable space and you learn so much and you grow so much faster. And sometimes you're gonna feel so bad and not just a day. Like, you're gonna feel bad for a long period of time, but the payoff at the end is huge. All those choices define yourself and define your future. This is really important. Never settle for less than who you are and who you think you are. I thought freelancing was risky and a full-time job was safe. Turned out both can be really risky. I did not think a second to be made redundant. I'm from France where employment is very different. It's very hard to fire someone. For sure, maybe you can say that full-time is definitely safer. I'm really talking about my case being in the UK. Turns out you can lose either the freelancing or the full-time job in literally a day. So the thing I want to bring to you is not, okay, quit your job immediately. It's if you have the fire inside you, if you've been working in industry for a couple of years, if you already have your network, if, unlike me, because I was not expecting the redundancy, if you had a bit of money on the side and if you feel ready to do the job, it's worth it, but you need to put 100% of you in it, because it's not gonna just come to you and it's not gonna ask you just your creative skills. It's gonna be much more, but it's so worth it. I'm talking from my own experience, right? I've done internship in a lot of agencies between Paris and London, big companies, boutique companies, startup. I've worked years to develop my network as well. I loved being an employee. The fact to go freelance at 30, when I was much more adult and senior and I had all this contact and all this experience, was perfect. If you're a bit young and you're like, okay, I want to be my own boss, I think it's great to do internship, it's great to work with a team. Even if you're super talented, you cannot force time, because experience comes with time. The older you are, the more experience you have. I've done so many mistakes, I've done so many great things, and you learn from everything. This path is definitely not for everyone, and honestly, I'm not even sure if I'll stay freelance all my life. You know, there is maybe things in life that will come into my way that will make you go back to a full-time job, a part-time job. But I freaking love it, and this is exactly where I want to be, and I'm working hard to keep this life and to keep being freelance and having my amazing clients. Losing my job was really the start of everything, but I'm so happy I've got those almost 10 years behind me where I've learned, when I've developed myself, when I worked on those jobs, to learn so much. If you want me to share more about the freelance journey, because honestly, I've been living in London, I've been teaching yoga, photography, design, art direction for clients, I've been traveling to every continent for work, and you know, I'm finding my pace to it, and I would love to share more with you because there is so many things that I learned that helped me. Tell me in the comment if you like this video, if you've been made redundant before, if you are thinking about starting a creative career or freelance career. I would love to hear from you. I would love to do more video for you to help you, and let's just get this journey together. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.